Hello and welcome back to HLJ.com. I'm your host Adam and this is the HLJ YouTube channel. Unfortunately, you are stuck with me for the foreseeable future. No one else available, but we'll make the best of it. And today we're going to talk about in-stock products, pre-order products, and much more. So let's get right into it. So, pre-order products. The new Deadpool and Wolverine movie comes out soon. Is that right?
That's right.
My editor told me that that is correct. A new MCU movie, perhaps a bit of an oxymoron at this point. It's coming out soon. And so if you're interested in Deadpool as a character, as many of you probably are, we actually have a Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Deadpool version 2.5 available to pre-order now. So if you know anything about Deadpool, you know he comes heavily armed, lots of weapons, lots of guns, lots of swords, knives, etc. And this action figure actually comes with all of that. So you can pose Deadpool with lots of different weapons. It also comes with strange accessories such as a bomb and a chimichanga. You can make a nice little heart pose with this Deadpool. It comes with hand pieces that are shaped like this. So you can do this with the Deadpool figure. So I'm not actually the biggest Deadpool fan, but I do appreciate the X-Men. And if you appreciate the X-Men, you might also like the fact that this comes in a monochrome X-Force color variation as well. So in addition to the signature red costume that you might be used to from the Deadpool movies or comics, it also has that gray and black costume. So you can have both actually and display them side by side in different poses. So the next product I want to talk about today is a new product pre-order, although it's actually also a reissued product. I'm of course referring to Nendoroid Solid Snake and Nendoroid Raiden. Metal Gear Solid, let's talk about it. Solid Snake, I think, is one of the best fictional characters ever written, ever conceived of, perhaps. And I think Raiden is up there too. So these are reissues of the Nendoroids of these characters. And actually, I already own these, but before I moved to Japan, I left them behind in England. So I went ahead and pre-ordered them again. They come with so many unique accessories. The classic, iconic cardboard box that Solid Snake loves to hide in, that Raiden loves to hide in. Solid Snake, of course, is based on his appearance in Metal Gear Solid 1. And then Raiden is based on his appearance in Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. So I'm a huge Metal Gear fan, and I actually replayed Metal Gear Solid 2 earlier this year. And I'm surprised by how much the themes of these games always kind of continue to resonate with me. But if you like Metal Gear Solid 2 or Metal Gear Solid 1 as much as I do, you might appreciate several key details about these figures. First of all, the Raiden figure actually comes with his high-frequency blade from the ending sequence of Metal Gear Solid 2, when he has a nice little sword fight with Solidus Snake. But in addition to that, there's also an alternate face piece for the Raiden, designed by Yoji Shinkawa, the series illustrator for the Metal Gear Solid series. And this face is awesome. It has his kind of signature pencil style, his kind of sketchy art style as a Nendoroid face. So it looks amazing when you display it like that with the high frequency blade. So MGS2 fans, you're going to want to pick this one up. What do you know about the Maschinen Krieger universe? Me, I don't know really anything about it. I'm not even sure if I pronounced it correctly. I think it's German. But we actually have in stock right now a Maschinen Krieger super armored fighting suit space type Fireball SG. So I picked this one out to include in the video because I thought this is a really interesting, unique model kit design. This is 1/20th scale. And what we have with the Maschinen Krieger Fireball SG is basically a very impressive rounded suit of armor. This is a kit that actually has quite a lot of detail to it. This is a kind of a spacesuit designed for traversal. So it has like rocket thrusters on the back of the suit. But it has this really cool, very alien-esque rounded design that I think does a lot for it. But this kit has kind of got me interested in starting with Maschinen Krieger. And I definitely wouldn't recommend this for beginner modelers. because there is some complicated elements to this, I think. And you do need to, I think, paint it up to get it to the best level of appearance. But I think there's a lot to be said about this kit in terms of its general, it's a simple but unique design. If you're interested in Maschinen Krieger, first of all, you can do a bit of Googling, learn more about the lore, because I can't teach you anything about that. But you can also pick up this kit from the Wave Corporation and get started on your Maschinen Krieger journey today. Have you read a comic book featuring Hellboy? If you have, this new figure might appeal to you. So 1,000 Toys have recently come out with this new release, a 30th anniversary edition Hellboy. This is a design based very strongly on the original comic book appearance of Hellboy. So it's got all the details that you expect, like, you know, his horns, his kind of gauntlet style punching arm. It's got his revolver weapon, his trench coat. It's a really awesome figure of this iconic comic book character. So if you're interested in displaying Hellboy or his companion, Lobster Johnson. I actually don't know the relationship between Hellboy and Lobster Johnson. I assume they're friends, because who wouldn't want to be friends with a man named Lobster Johnson? But they could be enemies. I actually have never picked up a Hellboy comic book in my life, but I have seen the Guillermo del Toro movie and I enjoyed it very much. So yeah, if you're a fan of Hellboy or Lobster Johnson, you can pick up these two figures at HLJ.com. Do you remember that scene in Toy Story 2 where Woody is bought at a yard sale by some dork collector? The collector takes him to like a toy repair and cleaning service. You know, there's like a lot of like intricate sequences, animated sequences of a toy cleaning. You know, they're like delicately rethreading the fabric parts, and they're cleaning his eyes, his little vinyl plastic eyes. I think that scene is responsible for inspiring a fascination with the craftsmanship associated with toys, figurines, etc. for an entire generation of young people who watched that movie when it came out. And to that end, we have Jessie, not Woody, from Toy Story 2. This is actually the Revoltech release of Jessie. And you can see here, this is a complete action figure recreation of one of the other members of Woody's Roundup, a character, of course, who was also introduced in Toy Story 2, Jessie, the cowgirl. So this figure actually comes with a lot of different fun accessories from Toy Story 2. It actually comes with one of the little green alien guys, which I think is a pretty fun addition. And you can see on the back here, you know, there's a lot of interesting poses that we can place Jessie in. But if you're a fan of Toy Story, the Toy Story franchise in general, I think maybe you owe it to yourself to have this figure in your collection. And it's in stock right now. Have you ever been to Japan and eaten at a family restaurant? If you have, you might have had the experience of being served by one of these unique robot companions. I am, of course, talking about the Bellabot by Hoodoo Robotics that serve you food and drinks at restaurants across Japan. I've seen them at Yakiniku King. I've also seen them at Coco's, but they pop up in a lot of different places. And this is essentially a moving robot that has several tiers for storing plates and drinks, and they're automated to move and bring you your food and drinks. And now you can build one thanks to Kotobukiya. So if you're interested in building your very own robot server, robot waitress, robot automaton serving device, I don't know what you'd call this. If you're interested in building your very own robot server, look no further than this kit. I think it's got some really good details. These robots have like a cute cat face and kind of like cat ears. So you can build all of those details in this kit. It's got decals, it's got all the kind of details that the actual robot itself has. So if you're looking to build something a little bit unique, a little bit fun, yeah, I think the Bellabot is a good option for you. You can pre-order it now at HLJ.com. So, Kamen Rider Build, who's heard of that? Fantastic TV show. I know it's one of my personal favorites, and I'm actually very excited to talk about it today. So we have here, and I was actually surprised to find that we still have this in stock. This is the Figurized Standard Kamen Rider Build. And this is a Bandai model kit which allows you to create a kind of figure quality model of the titular iconic Kamen Rider build in his basic rabbit tank form. So, if you know anything about Kamen Rider build, you'll know that he creates his Kamen Rider suit out of two opposing elements. And so this suit, this red and blue design, is actually themed around both a rabbit and a tank, which is very fun. And so one half is the tank, the blue half is the tank, and the red half is the rabbit. But throughout the series, he gets many different combinations of different things that give him lots of fun, unique designs. But this is the original design, and this is the iconic design for that show. If you have not seen any Kamen Rider shows before, Build is definitely one that I would highly recommend. It's very dramatic, lots of heated drama between men. And yeah, it's very fun. Lots of silly, sci-fi, goofy concepts, but it comes together to create quite a moving story. If you become a fan of Kamen Rider Build, or if you're already a fan, then this Figurized Standard kit is probably the first place you should go if you're looking for something to display. Pretty easy, accessible build, I think, compared to other model kits available in the market. And you can create some really awesome dynamic displays with this. I've built quite a few Figurized Standard kits of different Kamen Rider characters in my time. I'm personally a big fan of, Kamen Rider Cougar and Kamen Rider Ghost. What just happened? The lights just turned off for a second when I said Ghost. If I say it again, will it happen again? Ghost. So that's all for today's product recommendations. I've shared with you some interesting pre-order products and some interesting in-stock products. And you can find all of those at HLJ.com. So if you're looking to purchase something new, hopefully you can take one of these recommendations and just throw that in your cart. We've got plenty of figures, plenty of model kits, and much, much more. You can also subscribe to our newsletter to receive regular weekly recommendations. And you can also subscribe here on HLJ.com's official YouTube channel to get more videos like this. Last time we did a warehouse tour. Who knows what we'll do next time? That's part of the mystery, that's part of the fun. So thank you very much for joining me today. And until next time, see you later.